I finally got my hands on a 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Sport Premium, and I was able to cover this truck thanks to Atlanta Toyota. They had one more on the lot and I was able to do a review. They very generously let me do so I do appreciate that. But let's get into it. And just in case you're not aware, this is the 6th generation Toyota 4Runner. And this one in particular does have a base MSRP of $54,610. And this one also has the iForce 2.4 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine with part-time 4-wheel drive. And you also can see the black exterior color. This 4Runner in particular has some standard features and quite a few added on as well. So let's first look at the standard features that it offers. So let's go over some of the highlighted features that this TRD Sport Premium has to offer, what it includes. So let's start off with the navigation system. It also has lane departure warning, automatic temperature control, emergency communication system, wireless phone connectivity, rear parking camera, dual zone climate control, split folding rear seats, heated and ventilated front seats, remote keyless entry, steering wheel mounted audio controls, a rear window wiper, and a security system. And this 4Runner in particular also has heated door mirrors. And as you can see here, this 4Runner has 20-inch alloy wheels with the TRD center caps. And if you come over here, you could also see that it has a 8.8-inch ground clearance with the front 2 tow hooks right here. Front and rear anti-roll bar, front fog lights, and it also has a spoiler right here, which I think is a nice touch. It also has a trailer hitch, which honestly, if you have a vehicle like this, you would want that trailer hitch, you know, to be able to tow things and stuff of that nature. You also have the rear tow hooks as well, and it also has a spare tire which comes in handy. So is the Toyota 4Runner really worth that price, the 2025? We're going to talk about the true cost of this Toyota 4Runner in particular that I'm talking about in this video, and talk about how much all the add-ons are right now, starting with the power tilt moonroof, which is an additional $850. There's also the 20-inch Nitro Ridge Grappler all-terrain tire upgrade that is an additional $1,629. It also has the Predator Pro step bars as well, which is another $999. And it also has Toyo Guard Platinum, which is an additional $699, and that includes 2 oil changes at any Toyota dealership, 4 tire rotations, roadside and rental car assistance, and exterior paint sealant and interior protector. And then there are also the crossbars that are another $529. The all-weather floor mats that actually come boxed separately are another $359, and all-weather cargo mat is another $229. The mud guards are additional $209, which I do think that is a good touch, and I do think it's worth it because, I mean, it's a Toyota 4Runner. But let's keep going. Then the cargo cover, that is $164 additional. And this Toyota 4Runner also has the phone cable charge package, is another $79, and it includes 1 Apple Lightning to USB-A cable, 1 Apple Lightning to USB-C cable, and 1 USB-C to USB-A cable, and 1 USB-C to USB-C cable. And the last add-on is the black front emblem overlay that is $79 additional, which I think is a great touch to this Toyota 4Runner. It does give it that good black on black feel. So that brings the total cost of add-ons and upgrades to $5,104. And also there's a destination fee which adds an additional $1,500, bringing the total window sticker price to $62,064. However, this dealership in particular has added on another $4,995 dealer adjustment, bringing the total advertised price to $67,059. And if you were to add the sales tax to this as well, which in my area would be about 7%, then that would add $4,694.13 for sales tax. And if you were to add insurance, which you would have to in order to drive the Toyota 4Runner off the lot, that would look like about $202.42 on average. So in order to drive this 2025 4Runner off the lot, you will be looking at around $71,955.42 in order to drive this vehicle off the lot, which personally I think that's insane. So let's take a look at the inside of the Toyota 4Runner before we talk about financing this vehicle. It has the black soft text interior. It also has this leather TRD shift knob, leather steering wheel as well, 14-inch LCD multimedia touchscreen display, some tactile buttons still underneath the touchscreen. And this 4Runner in particular does have 15 JBL speakers, and it also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it has the special Toyota rear horizontal window that goes down as well. And right here you can see the center console, which I'm not impressed. I guess I had a higher expectation of the Toyota 4Runner to 2025, but not the most space in the world. Also, speaking of not the most space, let's talk about the back seat, because personally I would think the 4Runner has a little bit more room, but this 4Runner was kind of tight. Surprisingly, it didn't really feel comfortable to me personally. It didn't feel like you could fit a lot back there, but that's my personal opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments if you ever drove a 2025 or test drove one, but personally I wasn't impressed. But the back seats do fold down. They do go forward to open up the cargo space, but at least you have that, right? In the very back, it does have decent space. It has some storage back here as well on both sides. Now, let's say you were to finance this 4Runner in particular, with that overall total MSRP being $67,059, plus the 7% sales tax of $4,694.13, bringing the total cost to $71,753.13. So say you were to finance this for 72 months with $0 down at a 8% interest rate, then your monthly payments would be $1,259.06. And you also have to remember the $202.42 on average for the car insurance. So you're looking at $1,461.48 a month on average in order to finance this 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD Sport Premium. And that's if you were to get this Toyota 4Runner from that dealership and you had all those numbers, which is very unlikely, almost impossible unless you are in the Atlanta area and you drive up there right now and get it. But if you had those exact numbers, that's how it would look. But I'm not gonna lie, $71,000 for a vehicle, that's a bit outrageous. And this isn't even the TRD Pro. But honestly, I would probably wait for this to depreciate after some time and then probably buy the car at a lower price. But to be honest, 4Runners don't depreciate very much. So if you want this vehicle, you gotta really want it and just get it and enjoy it. But I wouldn't advise it at this price point. Kind of wait and see where the market goes. But in news currently at the time of filming this video, it doesn't look good for the car market. But with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next one.